If you're looking for the mayor Monday through Friday, most likely you'll find him out supervising the many ongoing projects, upgrading the streets, drains, etc. of the Twin Towns. There's much to be done, and it is the mayor's plan to bring the Twin Towns up to city standards by the end of his term. On this episode, we take a look at those ongoing projects for the month of July 2017.
Yes, Mr. Steve, in this episode we will we'll be viewing different projects that we have been doing over the years, and you will see that it's both San Ignacio and Santa Elena that we have been concentrating our resources on.
Our first project is the paving of the Trenchtown Road, beginning at its intersection with the Benque Viejo Road and running all the way to Shawville. This area supports a lot of population, and this road gets considerable use, and the residents are excited to see the road being prepared for its immediate paving. Early one Saturday morning, I was called to catch glimpses of the drain project at Eduardo Juan Street in Santa Elena. Flooding during the rainy season is a subject of the utmost priority and is being partnered by Mayor Trapp and Minister Rene Montero, area representative for Cayo Central, whom have vested interest in the area. Managing runoff from heavy rain on VISTA Drive in San Ignacio has been a project in the works for some time now. This section of concrete streets is the permanent solution for this problem. The neighborhood of Maya Terrace in San Ignacio is yet another example of one of the mayor's projects now completed. Imagine building 100 yards of drainage 6 foot deep. Well, that is exactly what's happening in the area of Requena Street in Santa Elena. Projects on this scale take a lot of manpower, materials, and time, but benefit the residents greatly. And some projects have yet to begin, like this future site of a concrete drain on Andrew Street in Santa Elena. Here the mayor discusses details with the contractor, Rafael Marin. And artistic projects are a passion for Mayor Earl Trapp. These giant letters at the base of the market area will no doubt be a welcoming sight for visitors crossing over the bridge into San Ignacio. And some things are done simply out of respect. The replacement and renovation of the wall at the Cemetery of Santa Rita is a symbol of our appreciation for the contributions of the citizens of the Twin Towns now deceased. And as the Twin Towns march boldly into the future, electrical crews finalize the LED lighting as the citizens excitedly anticipate the inauguration of the MACAL River Bridge, the biggest bridge in Belize, scheduled for later this month.
We are presently standing here at the cemetery in Santa Elena town. You'll notice that we have dumped up at least 300 feet of street here. The reason being that normally when it rains, it gets soggy here and it gets muddy. What we want to do is allow a free flow of traffic during rainy weather or dry weather. And at the end of the 300 feet of paving here, we will be building a chapel that we, residents of San Ignacio and Santa Elena, will be able to use to host the little final ceremony before we bury our loved ones right here at the end. And as well, what we are trying to do is to keep the burial or the tombs in order. We don't want to do anything haphazard, so that at the end of the day we can utilize or maximize on the space available here at the cemetery.
More projects include the cementing of George Street in San Ignacio, which is the main access of a church and a school. Made possible through a gift from the Youth's Department RISE project is the renovation of the Santa Cruz Park in Santa Elena. And some projects are a continual process. For example, the street upgrades for the 11th Street area of San Ignacio, keeping men and machinery continuously busy. There's a lot to be done on the Pond Avenue street and drainage upgrades in San Ignacio. The drains must be cleared, and the road surface must be leveled. Excess material must be trucked away. And perhaps one of the most anticipated projects of the Mayor Earl Trapp is the construction of the new San Ignacio Santa Elena Town Council building. After years of operating out of the aged office building in downtown San Ignacio, the mayor looks to the future by providing a permanent headquarters for your municipal government. The whole town cheered when crews began to reconstruct the low bridge destroyed by Hurricane Earl in August of 2016. It would be a daunting task, but the sons of the Baymen would persevere, working with their hands and throwing their back into their work, restoring the low bridge to the condition that we enjoy today. Now let's change subjects for just a moment. In keeping with last week's episode, Let's Meet the San Ignacio Santa Elena Town Council, let's look at another department that falls within their control, the Cayo Welcome Center. Have you ever been there? It's an amazing building with much to offer. Let's take a look. The Cayo Welcome Center is a museum-quality presentation representing the Twin Towns to all those who enter, and at a glance you will see the history and culture of Belize spilling out at your feet. Images portraying people, places, and events in time are depicted on the walls for all to enjoy. As your eyes follow the natural stonework up to the skylit ceiling, you will notice that that same stonework has been placed into an ornate footpath leading the way inward. An impressive cathedral ceiling of Belizean hardwoods draws your eye as miniature replicas of the El Pilar Mayan ruin pulls your focus into the land of the ancient. Remnants of the forests of old stand to remind us of the past as a well-produced video presentation plays, squarely placing us inside our brilliant future. Down another corridor are artifacts recently discovered during the renovation of the downtown area, while on the adjacent wall, a 3D video takes you inside the city of the Maya.
Hello, my name is Burns Mendes, and I am the Executive Director for the Cayo Welcome Center. The Welcome Center is here to ensure that we meet our maximum output as a tourism site under the Ministry of Tourism and the Belize Tourism Board. Here we also house, within the main building, the Office of the Belize Tourism Board, who are mainly here for the purpose of getting the right information to all our visiting guests to all their destinations in Western Cayo. We also have 4 different small kiosks within the park itself. One, we have blended tea, blended deli. We have also Yoli's Pizza. We have Bamboo Tea, and we have Rennie Wings. We have 2 anchor tenants. One is a Lebanese restaurant that will be opening here in August of this year. And we also have the #1 Burger King in town, this Stock Burger. The amphitheater also houses over 200 seated persons for any major cultural activities here at the Welcome Center. We have a small snack shop at the bus waiting area, and most of all, our business acumen is here to ensure that our visiting guests gets the #1 services here at the Welcome Center. From my standpoint, challenges have always been there. In last year, there was a Hurricane Earl that hit the downtown area, especially the Welcome Center got affected, but not to that extent, because we had our operating team that was very quick to respond to ensure that the park reached back its normalcy. Again, falling under the auspices of the San Ignacio Santa Elena Town Council, who serves as a board and oversee the business of the Welcome Center, I would like to extend my sincerest gratitude to Mayor Earl Trapp Jr., who has always been on our side to ensure that we get the right tools to work with and to ensure that we meet our maximum output standard, maintaining this park for generations to come. I would like to thank all the councillors, because without their hard work and commitment to assist us on a managing level, as a board level, the Welcome Center would have never been the place that it is today. But I would like to also, in addition, say that there was a great transformation in the downtown area. This was what it was called before, the Coronation Park. And today, with that great transformation, house a beautiful site that is called the Welcome Center, where is the #1 stop for all our visiting guests in downtown San Ignacio, another hub for tourism. Thank you.